All right, so today is the 11th. I just said I had an 11-month-old today, and I can't remember what date it is. Today is the 11th, Tuesday, and we are having another guest speaker, Rachel Kozel, and she's a diamond coach on Gold Digger Dynasty, and that's her team. And I might have mentioned her before to you guys, but when I first started Beachbody, she just started building her business at the same time as me and as I joined. And we kind of like hooked up together and ran like lightning. I would say like wildfire, but like probably lightning is faster. I don't know. But we went diamond within 1 week to the day from each other. And we worked incredibly well together. We still do. We had a little misfit for like a year or something, but now we're back together and we work together and it's a lot of fun. We go off each other. So I've told you guys like how important I think it is that you find a success partner that works on your speed, on your time, and can understand you, because it is very, very helpful, very motivating. She lifts me up. I call her crying when I don't feel like I can make it. She calls me when she's upset. It just works really well because the one thing that's for sure in your business is that you're going to A, feel like quitting, B, feel like you're not good enough, and C, feel like you're not fast enough. So whenever you're feeling that way, you have a success partner to look to. It's helpful. Jenny, I love you, and I know that I've tried to hook you up with a bunch of people, and you just haven't found your niche yet because you're a rock star and you need a rock star. We just haven't found them yet, but we're going to find them, so no worries. But I encourage you, like not just our team, like you can add some of Rachel's teammates or Jen's or whoever's and see if you can connect with someone that's like-minded like you, and you can bounce ideas off each other. It's just a lot of fun and keeps you from feeling like you're all alone. So tonight, Rachel's going to talk to you guys about some 12 post thing that she learned when she got to meet with Chalene Johnson. And I don't know if you guys know who that is, but she's incredible. She's owns fitness business. She's a motivational speaker. She can build any business from anywhere, and she's just a genius. If you've done Turbo Fire, you know who she is. If you've done PIO, you know who she is. She's phenomenal. So that's some good news. And then she's also going to talk to you guys about how she makes friends on networking via her business and how she forms them so that she can easily invite to her challenge group. So I'm going to turn it over to her. I'm going to mute my line, unmute her, and then it's all on her.
Can you hear me? Yeah? Okay. So first, I want you guys to know just how awesome of a coach you have. I've never met probably any other coach that really has as much passion as she does. And she genuinely loves her team, and she loves everything about this company. And she's an amazing friend. And you couldn't ask for somebody better. She puts every bit of her heart and soul into everything that she does. She loves people, and she almost loves people more than herself sometimes. And, you know, just know that she has your best intentions in mind. We've talked many times about ways that she can make her team the best they can be. And, you know, she really does try hard for you guys every day. So just know that she is truly an amazing coach. And I'm glad that her and I are finally.
Cry. Thanks a lot.
I'm good at that.
I didn't make you cry. I was hoping you wouldn't cry.
You're so funny. So yes. So one of the things before I go into talking about the 12 different posts that have worked for me and that my team and I implement, I want you guys to all know too that you can see so many other coaches in this business that do things several different ways. And it's very easy to get distracted and feel like you have to do what everybody else is doing, or that you need to post the same kinds of pictures that they do. Or, well, I'm a coach and I drink Shakeology, so I should post pictures of my Shakeology every day and, you know, tag everybody in it. You know, just because that might work for someone does not mean that it's going to work for you, because everyone has a different audience. You know, we're all going to attract different people, and especially if we're being authentic and being ourselves, we're going to attract the right people into our business and into our network. So just keep that in mind. When you see so much going on, it's very hard not to get distracted. So hopefully these list of posts will help you, you know, figure out how to kind of show yourself more and show who you are by not having to just talk about Beachbody all the time. This has worked really well for me. I've been doing this for over a year with the post that Chalene Johnson gave us during a conference that I went to last year. And if you have a pen and paper, if you're able to do that, that's awesome. If not, she's got this call recorded, so you can come back to it later. Or I have it a picture that I made that has all the posts on it also, so you can refer back to that too. And I think she probably posted that in your guys' group already. So the first post that was a suggestion from her was sharing a tool or a resource that matches your goals. So if you came up with a really cool recipe that you want to share, or even if you found like a recipe or something on Pinterest that you liked, instead of sharing that particular recipe straight from the source, make it your own. Like when you make the meal, take a picture of it, post the recipe. That way it's coming from you and it's original content. It's not copied content. Even though you might use the recipe, that's fine. But at least it looks better when people can say, oh, she really made that. And it doesn't have to be a recipe. You can share any type of a resource or a tool that you feel would be beneficial for someone else to know and that is in line with what you're trying to accomplish. Number 2 is something entertaining. People love to laugh. It's not something that you post all the time, but and again, if you're going to upload something funny, like people love funny videos, make sure again that you are going straight to YouTube and getting the link and not sharing the link straight off of Facebook. So one of your friends shared it, don't share it from their post. You're going to want to click on the post, get the original link, and then share it that way. Number 3 is putting someone on a pedestal and bragging about them, making them feel good. Take the time to let the people who are, beneficial in your life and letting them know what a great job they're doing. Or if you have a challenger or someone in your groups that is doing an amazing job, head over to their page and let them know how proud you are of them and let them know what a great job they're doing, because other people see that and they say, okay, well, this is someone who really cares about other people and who is a grateful person. Number 4 is posting a question or a poll about something pertaining to your life. I do this one quite a bit. I wouldn't do it every day, but it's something that I do pretty often. I mean, I will ask people how I should cut my hair. If I've got 4 different ways I want to cut my hair, I will do a collage with the 4 different hairstyles and be like, I can't decide, how should I cut my hair? Or I'll do it with my nails, or like we're getting ready to move to Alaska. So I've been asking a lot of questions about that kind of stuff. Like, what are your best ideas for road trip games, or how to keep my kids entertained? Just anything that's going on in your life, come to that and think about what you're going through and how you can share that and get other people's advice or opinions, because people love to talk about themselves and they love to give you their opinion and they love to tell you what they think, and they all think they have the best idea. And the more these people are going to see those, the more that people comment on those posts, the more your content is going to show up in their newsfeed. So then when you do make a post about your health or your fitness, those people are going to see those posts also. So you don't want to be the person that all you're talking about is health and fitness and workouts, and you don't want to be that person, because they're going to think that's all there is to you. They want to know that, who you are for real. So you want to, post that stuff, and then that helps them kind of have like a window into what you're going through and the things that are important to you. Number 5 is turning a positive into a negative. So, a lot of people get on Facebook and they'll whining and crying about everything so awful that's going on in their life. And it's not that you want to perceive yourself to be perfect or like nothing ever goes wrong in your life, but try to think of a, positive spin on it. Like you had a bad day at work, but you got to come home to your family and that made everything better, or whatever it might be. Try to turn that positive into, or negative into a positive.
Today, Katrina, you did that. So if anybody saw Katrina's post today or you haven't, go check it out, because she did that today. And then if you're looking for another post like that, I'll find it, mine, where JC came out from North Dakota, and snapshot it, and I'll put it in the team page. And I'm sure I can find one of Rachel's, and I'll add those just so you guys can see kind of an example of what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. So then number 8 is one that, sharing something that motivates you. And that can be anything. I mean, it doesn't have to be motivation, health, fitness wise. It can be anything. I absolutely love quotes. So I share quotes all the time, but I put one of my pictures on it instead of just sharing it straight from Facebook. So, or from, Pinterest or whatever. So I'm constantly taking pictures of different things throughout the day and then put the quotes on there. So it's original content again. Number 9 is how-to videos that you actually did yourself. I do this a lot on my like page, and people absolutely love that. Whether it's cooking with my kids or just singing in the car or things like that, videos do really well. But if you can do a how-to video on how to do something, whether it's a workout, if that's your thing, if that's what people respond to with your post, then share that. Or, it could be anything, but some kind of a how-to video that you actually have done the video. Number 10 are posts of gratitude. And this is something that I make a habit of doing every Sunday because that's kind of my day to chill out anyway. But, just sharing what you're thankful for and kind of asking people, hey, what are you thankful for today? And, talking about the things that are positive and that you're thankful for. Number 11 is just showing who you are, just showing who you are in any way that you can, and being genuine and real and asking yourself if what you are sharing is going to add value to somebody else. What you're saying something that if a stranger read it, it would impact them in some way. And then number 12 is inviting. And that can be anything, inviting to a free group or things like that. And it's not something you want to do as often as the other ones, but it is something that's important to do also. It's just to invite people, whether it's to an event or a challenge group or a free clean eating group or a shake group or something, but being able to invite them in some way, shape, or form. And then one of them, I think I might have skipped over it, was sharing something that saves time or money. And it's not something that I would share all the time, maybe a little less often than the other types that are on here. But, if you happen to run across some kind of awesome deal or a sale, people are all over that stuff. So those are good ones to share too. So that's it for the 12 posts. And then the next part is Alexis wanted me to kind of go into how I form people and talk to people. And these two things kind of go hand in hand, because if you are being yourself, if you are being authentic and you are showing who you are going to attract those people to you naturally. I will find mutual friends of friends and kind of see, okay, are these kind of people that I want to add into my network? Because if they're not, I'm not going to add them. I don't want to just add anybody that's going to accept a friend request. I want people of value in my business and in my life and in my challenge groups. So again, if you're being yourself and putting yourself out there and being yourself, it's not going to be as hard to attract those types of people. I do find a lot of new people through local groups in my area. I have a lot of military pages because I am a military wife too. So there are a lot of pages circled around that. And so people are always asking about things on there. I share my free groups on those pages and get a lot of people from that. Also, if you have local for sale pages in your area and people start selling things like the programs and things like that, and all these people are commenting that they want it or liking it or whatever, I will just message them and be like, hey, I saw that you were kind of interested in this person's DVDs. I'm actually a coach, and a lot of times you can end up getting it cheaper, or, if not, I can help you with whatever your goals might be. I'm a coach and I can offer free groups and things like that. And then, once you have started talking to these people, just being genuinely, interested in how you can help them. I'm never just straight out the gate going to start talking about how much a challenge pack is and how much this is and they should buy this and go to my page and share my website everywhere. You don't need to do that. Just genuinely asking them, hey, what is it that you're trying to work on? What are your goals for yourself? And then a little bit kind of throw in little bits of things about yourself and your journey but not too much. You don't want to talk too much about yourself. Give them an opportunity to talk about them and what they need, and try to keep them at the forefront. And again, just being yourself, and they're going to want to come back to you, and it helps you form that trust with them. Another way that I kind of find people too is through the sports that my kids do. My daughter was a competitive cheerleader, and I would sit at the cheer gym for 3 hours at a time, twice a week, and sometimes more. And on the weekends, we would be at competitions, for a full day, sometimes a full 2 days. And, you come and go, and you have all these acquaintances through those types of, sports. And that's a great opportunity to start adding those people, because they know you. You might not be their best friend, and you may not have ever hung out with them outside of that, but chances are down the line they're probably going to want help with that type of stuff. And then when they do, they know that they have seen your information and have seen what you offer, and then they will come to you when they need you. So don't be afraid to start reaching out to those people. I know for me at first it was really uncomfortable, because I didn't want people to think that I was just adding them for money, when really it's not. It's an opportunity to help as many people as possible. And I can tell you that probably, maybe, 6 months to a year ago, probably half of my challengers and my coaches ended up coming from my daughter's cheer gym. And I never in a million years would have thought that those people would want to hear anything I had to say. And people who I may have never even talked to would start coming up to me, or they saw me wearing my Insanity shirt, or saw me with a shaker cup, and they're like, hey, and they may not talk to you about it in person, but they might message you about it later, or you just never know. So don't be afraid to, put yourself out there. And definitely, just because your post may not get hundreds of likes like some coaches, and it may not get a ton of comments, do not let that go to you and destroy you. Because I can also tell you I can't even tell you how many people who've seen my posts on my like page or on my personal page, and they talk to me about it randomly. They'll say, oh, I saw this post about this or that. And you're like, what? Like, you never commented on it. You never talked to me about it. But clearly they're paying attention. So people, just because they don't want to comment on it, more than likely it's because they don't want other people to see that they have a health and fitness issue, or they have a self-confidence issue. So that they're paying attention. People see it, whether they tell you or not. So don't let the likes and comments and followers and all that get to your head. So I think that's it. Do you want me to say anything else?
No, I mean, you can share sometimes where you were frustrated and what you did, maybe what helps you when you're upset or whatever, just so they know that we feel that way.
No, we definitely all go through it. I mean, especially, I had one of my coaches who was going through this today. She just started a clean eating group, and nobody's participating. And, I'm telling her, listen, like, you cannot let that get you down. That's just this group. Sometimes I will have a clean eating group, and I'll have so much activity in that group. And then other times I can add 20 people to it, and you've got maybe one person who will check in. And you just cannot take it personally, because it is not about you. It is about that person, and whatever they might be going through, it's not about you. So you cannot take that. You just can't take it personally. And same thing with, the success partners, like Alexis talked about. A lot of times I'll get down on myself. And I know last week I had a really rough week, but I'm also going through moving across the country. We're moving to Alaska from Missouri, and leaving in the winter, and have to drive through the Yukon in the winter and move our entire family after we've been here for 9 years. So along with that comes selling our house and moving my kids, during the middle of the school year. My daughter starts kindergarten this year. I have so much outside stress going on that it's hard to not just sink into a hole. And last week was really hard for me. I was feeling like, none of my posts were coming across to anybody, and like nothing was going right. And then when I get like that, I call Alexis, or I call my coach, Jen, and talk to her. And it's just being able to have someone else's perspective. It is hard to find someone that you can click with. Because, you know, you can have a success partner that ends up doing the opposite for you and will bug the shit out of you. And it's completely the opposite of what you need. And that's why it's just important to kind of feel around and, you know, see if you can find someone that you mesh with. And it's important to stay active in your team page too, you know, and kind of talk back and forth on there about what you guys are going through so you can help each other, because chances are one of you have gone through something that the other has, and maybe you have a solution or something that worked for you. And in talking back and forth with each other like that, you know, you may find someone that you can kind of work close with, like Alexis and I do. I mean, we're not technically on the same team, but we support each other every day and we bounce ideas off each other because we're constantly trying to grow and figure out what works. So yeah, it's super easy to get frustrated. I can't tell you how many times I thought, I'm not meant to do this. You know, maybe this just isn't for me. And then I'll have something amazing happen. You know, I'll have a coach, or I'll have like a challenger message me telling me how much they changed my life. And then you're like, okay, just calm down, take it one day at a time. You know, no kind of a legacy is built overnight. And you just have to every day chip a little bit of it away. And, you know when I was at Summit, they talked about a big tree. And if, you know, you needed to cut this giant tree down, you couldn't just do it in one big swing of an axe. You know, you chip away at it a little bit every day until it falls down. And it's the same way with the business. You know, it's not built in a day. It's not built overnight. It takes time and patience and figuring out what works and what doesn't work, you know, trial and error. You know, we're all growing and learning every day. I mean, even the top coaches in this business, like Christina Solons and Christine Dwyer, you know, they all go through the same stuff. They're constantly trying to find new content and new ways to do things. And we see that in a lot of the groups that we're in. You know, we had Christina Solons share a video about Shakeology today, you know, and she's like, wow, I took like 4 pages of notes. And here's this 15-star diamond millionaire, you know, who's still plugging away and learning as much as she can. So if you want to be successful at it, you just have to, you know, set your priorities, try to get yourself organized, and one little thing at a time. You don't have to do it all at once. So I think that's it.
Do you guys have any questions for Rachel or anything you want to ask me? Are you kidding me, Jenny?
Where's my Tootie bug?
What did you say to me when you were on mute? Jenny? Yeah, did you say something to me on mute?
I don't think so.
Come here,
I'm
Adeline. Hi. Were you making faces at me?
No, I've been making my jerk of a son. Stop pouring your juice. Who's
Adeline,
doing
come
that?
say hi. Come here, you can. Come here. Come here and tell them what it takes to be a good Beachbody coach. Come here.
Where you at, Tootie bug?
Who do you think is a good Beachbody coach?
Hi. Oh, I miss you.
Beachbody coach. Oh.
Quiet.
No. Say.
Stop it.
What are you going to do to be a good coach? Helen?
No.
No.
Say, I work out.
Yeah, that's what I said. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm not a good whisperer.
So you're like, I work out.
Oh my God. Alexis, speaking of working out, have you done yours yet?
No, dude, look. I'm at you right now. I just got home.
I got my
What's wrong?
No, it's
I
serious.
got home at 7 and cooked dinner at 8 and then sat down at 7:50.
Is that the same Wonder Woman sports bra you had on yesterday?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hey, honestly. Yeah. I just showed you. All right, tell them that we gotta go work out. We're doing Body Beast legs today.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear that.
Okay. Tell them what you're about to do next week.
I'm gonna go preschool.
You're gonna go out where?
I'm gonna go
Big school.
preschool.
Preschool. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go work out. And
too.
Jenny, have you worked out today?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably at the butt crack of dawn when I was still asleep.
No, but crack of dawn did not happen today. I may murder this child.
Well, Thank you, Rachel, for hopping on. Thank you, everybody
You're
else who got on. And I love you guys. And this is recorded, so I'll post it in the team page once I remember how to do that again. And I love you guys. Say bye.
Love you.
Bye. Mwah.